Hello to those who came to my channel. I'd like to apologize for the messy setup. I mean, shit, I've been moving and real busy, so just gotta accept it the way it is. So, what I'm doing is a Celtic cross, but I don't know if you can notice, but the camera I'm using, like, you can't see anything at all. Can't see the whole thing at all. So I just decided to separate it in sections. So now, right now, what I'm about to put down is what is your person's true intentions towards you. Whenever I put this card down, I was getting that this is like the caveat. This person's intentions towards you is to surrender you, like to the universe or whoever they believe in, trust in divine timing for you. So this person is coming from more of like a selfless stance and they wish the best for you. And definitely the best for you is not be around them. With the past life and the Ace of Cups, you knew this person from the past. Getting more of like in your younger years because I kept on getting this party song or clubbing song, and it's more like they were in a phase in your life back then, and now with the Ace of Earth and the playfulness in reverse, it's like you're more mature now. You know, you've grown up. They just think that you're a good person. I'm not getting anything about your physical looks with their intention, so their intention is definitely not to sleep with you. If anything, they just wish the best for you. I just feel like you're asking about someone that you have absolutely no contact with from the past. And they do see you as a forgiving and remorseful person. So if they've done you wrong, like they see you as like you've already forgiven them. How I said before, the let go of control issues, that's the caveat because even though their intentions are this, they wish nothing but the best for you, like how I said. But at the end of the day, the reason why they have such a carefree attitude, my bad, towards you is because they don't want to acknowledge it, but they have issues with you. That's my point. Like they had expectations for you in the past, and you ended up failing them, or you never kept in contact with them, and in a way, like they still hold that resentment. Like this just feels like resentment and like pettiness that they're tempering down, and they're putting forth front like a very mature kind approach towards you. So this just feels like a how an adult should handle their emotions. You definitely cannot control their emotions, and if they're holding them back, I don't think that they feel bad about it. It's more of like it's not going to be conducive to my connection with pt.1 if I for some reason ever meet them in the future. So yeah. All right. So this next one is going to be, what are the obstacles and challenges of your connection? At least on this person's end, there's no challenges. Over here with this portion, right? This person sounds like someone who is very mentally stable, and whenever they are experiencing unstable emotions or their mental health is going down, they go to a professional, or they already have coping mechanisms that they fall towards. And whatever happened with you, they've already coped with it. Or like if they do go to like a counselor, or like this person, I'm surprised if they're open with their friends, they've already vented out and asked for advice about this situation with you in the past. I think there was an issue that they had with you. So they did express this with others, and others helped them healthily cope with whatever happened between you two, and then they've just like moved on. And it's so odd because over here with this whole portion, it's them being like, I harbor no resentment towards Pawan, like at all. It was just in the past. But I told you that their intentions is that they don't harbor any resentment. They want to be kind towards you, whatever. If they were to for some reason meet you, they think that they're never probably gonna see you again. Okay, I got interrupted. Honestly, I forgot what I was saying before. But even though I know they have, it's just it's in the past. Like especially with their free yourself in this portion. What are the odds of me meeting Pawan again? Like it doesn't really matter to them, to be honest. So their challenge, they got over it, and the obstacle portion is over here with the Eight of Water and this card in reverse. And I was getting the song Tonight's Gonna Be a Good, Good Night. And I think it's by the Black Eyed Peas. Their obstacle, it's not really an obstacle, y'all, is they were to ever see you again, like for you to yearn for them. Maybe in the past they chased you and you didn't give them a chance, and now they kind of want karma to play out to where you want them and you chase them, or you keep on looking at them, you want their attention, but they're not going to give it to you at all. But their action towards you that they would love to do and it would bring the fulfillment is to ignore you and have karma play out in their favor because probably in the past it didn't play out in their favor. All right, sounds very. I'm telling you, this person's petty. This I don't know what happened between y'all. So next up is the conscious and or the subconscious influences that are affecting your connection with them. Wow. I said this before, but this person is very mature and knows how to handle difficult situations. My point is, this person's not a low vibing person at all. And with this divine card, they're living in alignment with their soul, with their truth. Spirit approves with them in every step of the way that they've been going at it because they live in their authenticity. So, you know how I said you guys have no like contact at all with each other right now, or probably for a long, long time with this divine card? I don't know about you, but they are not to be underestimated. There you go. They've done a lot of maturing, they've grown a lot as a person. They have great things waiting for them and they know it. I don't really know what else to say. Those are the subconscious and conscious influences. So whatever their feelings are towards you, it's in alignment with the divine truth, but sprinkled with a little bit of pettiness. So these are going to let you know in the past, how did this person feel towards you? As soon as I put down this Ten of Fire card, I got, oh, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. So this is their truth, okay? With the Ten of Fire and the Five of Air, like you misinterpreted their actions and you distance yourself from them because you interpreted them as malicious. So examples of this is the way that they would flirt would freak you out. So you just thought they were creepy and you just looked the other way, bothered to like they wanted to distance yourself from them. Their humor or sarcasm was offensive towards you and you just it was just not in alignment with the way you use your humor or sarcasm, and you found it as like offensive or a little bit too brutal or brutish, so you just ignored this person. Just basically this person just turned you off, okay? And they could see that, and no matter how hard they tried, they could never attract you. That's what happened. That's how they felt towards you in the past. In the past, if anything, they felt this sense of like, I can't ever achieve power one or power. I could never attract power one. They're petty and kind of resentful towards this, even in this current day, and probably from here on out, because you were not the only person who probably contributed to their insecurity. Maybe other people had the same reaction towards them, or they had a hard time attracting whatever gender they liked in the past, and they didn't know why, and it just made them feel unworthy, stupid, like life was against them. And they had no control over it, no matter how much they tried to change their looks, how much they tried to fit their personality in with others or with society. So this just feels like an outcast, and you were just one of the many that shunned him. Wow, that's sad. That's pretty brutal. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I'm laughing because like it's really sad. And when the Ten of Fire and the Five of Air, they unintentionally, if anything, the more they wanted you, the more you didn't want them. I feel like other people did this to them, but this isn't why they have resentment towards you. The reason why they want karma to play out if they ever see you again to where you chase them is because of this whole thing over here with these four cards. So, with the Queen of Fire and the Two of Earth, they saw you flirt with their friends. Yeah, this is flirting. This is not you being friendly. Propositioning other people of the same gender as them, giving others a try, and it's pissing your person off because with the Two of Earth, you see that guy right there? It's like I look exactly like that guy. Like that guy's personality is just like mine. If anything, he's even worse than me. I'm better at him in this and this, or I make more money than him too. And how is Pal One attracted to him? Why does Pal One not want to give me a try? And with the Queen of Fire, this is literally like relationship stuff. So relationships stuff could be like friends with benefits or like you dating people. This person heard and knows, like I think that they know for a fact that you slept around, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like they don't have a problem with that. You slept around with other people who have quote unquote worse qualifications than them, and you're here making them feel worthless. Yeah, so I think that's like the truth of what they knew and what they actually saw. But over here with the Ten of Air and the Six of Fire, I think they heard from others. So that I think y'all were in like a friendship environment or like where y'all knew a bunch of people, not surprises like coworkers and stuff. They heard from others that you would cheat on the people that that you would date, or you would have many friends with benefits and you'd end up messing with their feelings. But with the Six of Fire, it's like you're being malicious on purpose. And with the Ten of Air, it's you have a non-committal nature. And also with the Ten of Air, others are saying too, and they can see it over here with this Five of Air because it aligns with Ten of Air that you're the type of personality and just person in general where you don't like to commit, and you probably thrive best in like a throuple or an open relationship. With the Two of Earth and the Queen of Fire, you're trying to seem so sorry. I got interrupted again. I don't know if it's gonna show. They also agree with the sentiment, and that's why they believe the rumors of you cheating with people and messing with people because you want to look presentable to society. You want to appease society by being in monogamous relationships when you shouldn't be, because like that's just what doesn't do it for you. Or with the Queen of Fire and the Ten of Fire over here on that side, it could also represent okay, either that. I think it's this though. You have like a warped feminine energy where you manipulate masculine energy to get what you want, to get to the top, and you're just curt and cutthroat. There you go. That's the root of who you are, and that's how others perceived you, and they agree with that because of their past experience with you. So yeah, no judging here, y'all, you know. I haven't had the perfect past either, so this is gonna tell you how they feel about you presently. Over here it says they broke your heart, F them, but it's in reverse. And it's written in reverse because they actually have forgiven you for what you've done to them in the past. But I feel like this was such a long time ago, especially with how they feel about you presently. Like, I'm not surprised if whatever group that you were a part of with them, like if the group disbanded or they moved on to better and bigger opportunities in their career, a much more mature phase in their life. And with that, you were also left in the past. So now that it's been so long, especially in they've grown in their confidence and they've grown to love themselves with the separation card and with the magician right there, they see themselves as more well endowed than you. So maybe it could mean, sexually, especially if y'all are in the same sex, maybe they've got beautiful, more pretty breasts than you, or they got a bigger D than you, or or maybe they think that they're simply just more physically appealing than you. And looking back on it, I didn't see my worth back then, and I didn't realize like they were still in their cocoon, but you were also in your cocoon, but they weren't able to like decipher that kind of like they weren't able to read people. They thought that you were this beautiful person, or they kind of put you on a pedestal, or the actions that you did, they thought that you did them because you were gorgeous and you can get away with it, or you were just a high person in society. You had a high ranking, but now they see it as in the past. If anything, they had a higher ranking than you, and they don't know why. They wish that they could have seen you for the insignificant person you were. I was gonna say like being that you were, like in the person that you were in the past, you were just kind of like trash. You were trashy, and they definitely were not trashy, and they don't know why they don't know what they saw in you there. And if anything, over here with the apology and seriously just do it. If they were to ever for some reason run into you again, they expect an apology from you, the way that you'd act, and they also expect that you apologize to other people for the way that you acted, because it's like it was embarrassing or it was trashy. I think that also they have a better view of you now, because in the past, yes, you were this person, but like how we said before in the beginning with your intentions, now that they see you maybe on social media or what they hear from other people, now you're also mature like them, or you've like stabilized now, and they just assume that you've done the self-reflection to stop being the messy person that you were before. So yeah. This is the next one is going to be in the future. How is this person going to feel towards you? Okay, so down here, this is the flirt card. But from what I'm getting is I'm starting from this section to this section to this section. So over here, this is why I don't think it's them. I think this is you starting it off. So these cards over here are supposed to represent what's objectively happening, and over here in the middle is how they actually feel about it. So over here with the romantic feelings and the flirt, you're going to surprise them because you're either going to go up to them and ask them for help. I know it says romantic feelings, but I kept on getting like, oh, help me, help me. And then with the flirt card, it's you being really adamant about it. Like you keep on asking them, like, please help me. Like, I really need help with this. Like, it would mean so much to me. And you're just trying to butter up them. Or, which is, I think it's the second thing, you're doing this to someone else that they're still in contact with. You know how I said that y'all were in a group? Maybe you recontact this person and they're hearing what's going on. So it's like you're using this excuse or whatever it is as a guise to actually get closer to them and maybe sleep with them, maybe do the same old patterns that you used to do. This can happen in the future. This person or their friend, or both of them, because I feel like even if you do this to this person, they're going to let other people know that you're still about the same patterns. And in the middle section, okay, I know this is supposed to be about how do they feel towards you in the future, but this is either them telling someone else about this and like this is gonna let them know how they feel either way, or another person telling them what you've done to this person and your person that you're asking about is reacting to it. So either way to their reaction, they're gonna be laughing. They're gonna be laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing because they just find it so funny because they were out here in the past wishing for karma to come around or for them to end up having the one up on you. But now that it's happening, it's like they say revenge is sweet or it tastes sweet. Now revenge doesn't taste sweet. It's just it makes you look like an idiot. Like it just reconfirms you're just an absolute idiot or whatever their past perceptions of you and that other people held towards you in society, it just reaffirms all this. And it's just like, oh my God, you never learn whoever you are, Pawan. Like, that's how they see it, but they're laughing and laughing about it. They thought that they were gonna feel all like uppity, all high and mighty about it. But now that it's actually happening, it's just this. Now, over here with this last portion of whenever this happens, with the reconsider and the codependency, now this is where karma's gonna get your ass, okay? Like you're gonna get it handed to you. I don't think you're gonna realize it because over here you're low here. So I think that you're vibing lower than their friend or them. I don't know who you're gonna proposition. Whoever you're propositioning is actually gonna end up taking you up on your covert offer. So your upfront offer is like, oh, I need help with this, I need help with this, blah 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 blah. But in reality, you just want to sleep with them, or you just want to do the same old patterns like before. So with the reconsider codependency, whoever you're propositioning, the friend, them, you're going to end up sleeping with them because like they're going to allow it. But now this friend or whoever you're asking about is going to make sure that you're hooked on them, but I don't think it's that hard because with the flirt card here and also with the codependency on the bottom, you were very persistent. You kept on wanting to go back to them. You really wanted the D or you really wanted the cat. I don't know, whatever gender. So yeah, it turns out actually karma did play out. But the thing is, like, you don't even realize that karma played out because you keep on catching yourselves in toxic scenarios. Whenever this happens, it's just like another connection. It's just like another person because I'm not surprised if you're doing this with other people. Y'all, honestly, this is really, really messy. And they got the divine card whenever it came to their unconscious and subconscious influences. So they have kind of a reason to be all high and mighty. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Like, it just, I hope you can learn but to be better. Okay, Pawan. So this is going to tell you how others perceive your connection with whoever you're asking about. Whenever I was putting down the true love card, I kept getting the song by Lil Wayne and it's called Mirror on the Wall. It's starting off with the three of water, the name of earth, and the moon. So the moon, honestly, I think that you're up there in your age, I think you're like in your 40s, 50s, older, more mature energy. And the reason why I'm saying this is because with the moon, that's other people's perceptions of y'all in general, but their perceptions of you and whoever you're asking about is very mature. Like it really is in alignment with divine truth. Really is no bias, it's just the truth. And at the end of the day, y'all have polar opposite natures. So the way that other people see it as is the with the three of water there, that's you and that's your nature. And the knave of earth, that's whoever you're asking about's nature. Two different lifestyles, y'all are complete opposites, but like to the point where it's very uncooperative and very uncomfortable whenever y'all try to blend together. So far, I'm not getting any like if they're slut shaming you. judging you on your actions, or vice versa with them too. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they do that too, but it's more of them seeing it objectively. Like y'all are on two different trajectories in life, and y'all got y'all's own things going on. With the very soon, the King of Fire on the side and the True Love card. If y'all were for some reason to ever come together, ever merge, it just causes nothing but chaos, destruction, disgusting energy. It's not worthwhile to be around y'all's energy whenever y'all are blending together. Like y'all are truly incompatible. You know how whenever they talk about karmic relationships, like this feels like a karmic relationship. Yeah, just y'all are incompatible. Y'all will not get along, or y'all will not ever get along, especially in this life. Not surprised in your other lives. This is gonna be spirit's advice on how to handle your connection with whoever you're asking about Pawan. Spirit views you in general like you're a student who is still in progress of maturing. If you're young, then so be it, right? You're still learning from your mistakes, whatever. But if you're like in your 40s and up, this is how spirit in general views toxic people. They're immature, they're not fully developed spiritually and in their mind, and spirit's never going to give up on you. Spirit loves you. And their advice on how to handle this connection with whoever you're asking about is, no offense, y'all, I don't want to slap you or anything. Stop sleeping around. Start, like, put this sexual energy towards career passions, something that can benefit you financially. I think it's the sacral chakra, like all that sexual energy, you're channeling it towards other people. And clearly, this is probably one example of the many you've already made of the bad karma you're building for yourself, or the messiness, your bad reputation, but they don't care about that. Like, as a student of spirit, get your head on straight and do the right thing. And I think you know that the right thing is to focus more on your professional career and less on sleeping around with other people. I think that's their general advice, not just about this person, but like with other people. So yeah, find a different way to channel your energy. And this next portion is going to be the outcome. Okay, right now, the Nine of Air and the Four of Fire is talking about you. So you know how I said it in the previously that this person sees that you use your feminine energy like malefically. So in the outcome, this is you continuing to do that, but this is like you incorporating it actually in craft. In craft, it could be you can do witchcraft. Another way this could be is the way you manifest. Like you're not dumb. You know what manifestations work for you. You know how to attract and get what you want and stuff. But this is you still continuing the way you would do that in the past with this person, but you don't see anything wrong with it because it's like, I get what I want because I deserve it. So this is you coming from a really selfish place. I'm not surprised if you have no kids, if you like the friendships you have, if they don't align with your values, you're kind of dropping them. So therefore, you kind of have toxic friends around you. I'm just letting you know this is a toxic mentality you have. Like this feels like the kind of mentality people have where, well, I'm in the U.S., right? People in like major cities end up kind of following social media trends, right? And what's popular at this moment is girls getting BBLs, getting their lashes done, and using men for their money. And you're the epitome of that. I'm not surprised if you have OnlyFans, or if you're a scripper, or you do something to put your body on display and like you sell yourself like that. And with these two over here, I'm getting that this is only talking about you. Well, I'm getting like you're an exhibitionist. You know how I said you like to put yourself in display and you end up just making money off of it? Like you, it's because you like the attention, but it's in reverse this card. So now it leads to the Five of Fire. And it's like, I can do what I love, which is putting yourself on display and also manipulate and use men. And like, you're the type of person to think that all men are trash. Whatever gender you are attracted to, you think that they're all trash or people are trashy and you deserve to leech off of them and get what you want out of them. And with the Two of Fire, it's you being really, really happy and content with this lifestyle. But I'm just letting you know this is a very unhealthy and toxic lifestyle. At the same time, you're probably in a very lucrative business. This has nothing to do with that. That was it. Good luck on your endeavors, I guess. Pile one, please use protection. Be safe out there, okay? Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who are going to be choosing pile two. So sorry if you can hear barking in the back. And so sorry for the shitty setup, but it is what it is. Y'all gotta accept it, and I'm gonna give y'all a quality reading with a low quality background, so I'm sorry. Okay, so let's start off with your person's intentions towards you, pile two. The song always calms on, and I know like the lyrics to the song, but with the apologize, seriously, just do it card, I'm really, really getting that song. So, with that in mind, it's gonna go along with the little scenario I'm about to tell you. With the Knight of Earth and that card, you did something that seriously wounded them. Now, I'm not painting them out to be a victim, y'all. Okay, like I'm not trying to make you seem like an evil person. You know, it's there's always two sides to each story, but you did wound them specifically with your words. You cut through them. You left them with wounds. They felt like they disappointed you, that they let you down. You just domineered them over this, which I know that's not the correct term to use, but I'm just getting to say that. Like you shut them down. And with the healing family issues and the seven of air, their intentions is to leave you in the past and at the same time leave those wounds in the past. Now, this does feel fresh. So I think they're still going through it, but their intentions is that they really hope that whatever happened between you two, they can leave in the past, not look back. With the Seven of Air, you see her looking back. I think they would be open to looking back, but like in a long, long time, like many, many years. And then they wouldn't mind going back to you and platonic or maybe not platonic. I don't know. I don't know if they would still be interested in you by then, but I know right now they have no interest in starting something with you right now, and they have to heal a lot because of the wounds that you caused them. Okay, so this next section is going to be on what are the obstacles and or challenges that they're going to be facing in regards to their feelings towards you. Yeah, look, I'm not surprised if you're a Virgo because in their intentions with the Nine of Pentacles, that was a Virgo card, and this is same thing coming up again. And over here is all of their perception of you. So their challenge in regards to their feelings towards you is to not demonize you. So over here with this in reverse, I'm actually getting someone with a personality. So I think this is you, where you're actually really quirky. You're actually very kind. You're very bubbly, a really pleasant person to be around. You really up the atmosphere. You up the vibes. You're a really go getter, like giddy kind of person. You just feel adorable. And with the deception and the Virgo card, like how I said before, is to not your personality, because this is your personality, not view it as you trying to deceive them or think that you're trying to deceive other people or in any way try to demonize you, because this the good times y'all had together, the good things, the good deeds that you do for other people, for them in general, it's actually out of the kindness of your heart. So they have to not twist that narrative, to fit their prerogative. And honestly, with the Virgo card and the U equals a tight ass, loosen up, control freaks, you got your anger in control. You're like emotionally mature. You know when to be professional and whenever to have fun. My point in saying that specifically is I think that their big obstacle to tackle with their feelings towards you is that honestly, what the way you handled them, the way you tore them apart verbally, they deserved it. Really, because I'm seeing you as a very reasonable, like you just seem like an adorable person, but you know when to set your boundaries, or you know when to tell other people that they're mistreating others. You set the boundary with them and you were strict with them, and that's just it. Like this one moment doesn't define you as a person. So yeah, that's their obstacle and challenge. Man, I don't know what they did. Maybe we'll find out. I don't know. So this is going to be their conscious and subconscious influences. That's so weird how in the last pile playfulness also came out in reverse. With the figure your stuff out on your own and the playfulness in reverse, they're consuming content on social media. Yes, it's furthering their perception of you and their prerogative that they have towards you, their negative prerogative towards you, to make themselves feel better, and maybe just that's the only way someone can side with them, and that's what they're consuming certain type of content. So what I mean by that, I'm gonna just give two kind of extreme examples. So one is here in America, police brutality. There's like Republicans who put out content where they're constantly defying the police, and the police are wrong some of the time, but also the other times, like they just, I don't know. It just seems so hostile. But anyways, I know someone who consumes that content like every single day. That influences their subconscious mind. Another thing, there's also podcasts of men degrading women or saying that men deserve better, like men should be the one that are manipulating women, men should be the one that are in control in their relationship, they should be the ones to be like, they just spew out this low vibing stuff that is so damaging to people who are susceptible to that kind of content, because that may be okay in their community, but outside of that, honestly, in society and in the real world, like they're not going to get any females, like no one's going to deal with that, especially people around their age. And my point is, it's like content like this. It doesn't have to be exactly like how I gave, but hey, you know what? If it is what it is, it's that. But it's basically content where, with the playfulness in reverse, in their perspective, they're at their wits end with you. They want to be done with you. You're a fool. You played them. You're a bad person. You don't have pure intentions towards them. You never did. You probably do the same thing with other people. You play them. And the conscious influence is their perception of what's actually happening in the reality. So I think you're in contact with them. Y'all know friends of friends. They see you on social media, and with the King of Earth, honestly, you have people thirsting after you, or you are dating people and you're calling them friends, let's say, or you're not calling them anything, but they assume that you're dating them. It's obvious on social media and from friends of friends that you have suitors. And with the sun, to be honest, they think you're just living your best life. That's because, like, they have this negative perception of you, but you're just living your best life now, like, without them. Whatever altercation happened between y'all did not phase you. If anything, you're probably more elevated now. That's their perception. So that just goes to show that if that's their conscious influence, that like their insecurities. So this is going to be how the person in the past felt towards you, you know, their feelings. Man, this person had so much love for you in the past. Like they love you. They loved you so much. With the love card, this is them boasting and bragging to others that they have you. This isn't like I'm gonna use pile two, you know, because I'm just objectifying her and she's hot. You know, I got someone that's sexy. Like this is someone who's like, I'm gonna lock it down with pile two. You think that pile two and me really have like a really good future headed for ourselves, and they really wanted a serious and stable relationship, and they really did see that in you. And you did things and actions and you said words where they felt that you felt that same way too. You showed actions, yeah, like how I said before, and it was so beautiful your connection to them because they received the same love, and it was a lot of love they have for you, and they really thought that you felt that way towards them. And I know I'm saying thought like if oh you actually didn't. I think they really did actually think back then that you actually did love them, even though looking back at it now. Just a beautiful, harmonious connection. And one last thing I'm gonna say is that they also think that just like how they think that you're beautiful and stunning and all the positive qualities about you, you thought the same thing about them. You also thought that they were also special, especially with this person being so insecure with with the last pile I just read about their subconscious and conscious influences. I think that it meant a lot to this person because they probably had never received that and or they weren't used to receiving that kind of reciprocation. So this is going to be how they feel about you presently. So I'm gonna assume that you're asking about a guy because this just feels like a guy thing to do. I'm not saying that girls can't be corn addicts. Like I know there's some females who have spoken out about them being addicted, but honestly it's uncommon. With the nine of earth and the nine of air aligned, it's giving me constantly consuming corn, you know what I'm trying to say? You know, those videos, constantly consuming content of women showing their bodies in a certain way where it's very provocative. But this is them seeking it virtually. They're not actually getting bitches. Well, I'm not saying that they can't, you know, this is probably how they're used to coping with that, with sexual frustration. But this isn't sexual frustration, this is just frustration. This frustration stems from you, not specifically you, but women like you. I think they're done with being attracted to the wrong people, and they see you as like you were just one of the many that played with their heart, that played with their pure intentions and screwed them over. They're just done with women in general. So therefore they're consuming this kind of content right now. Low-key giving me like incel vibes. So over here it says make better choices. If you're pissed at where you're at, then stop taking yourself there. And that's what they want to say towards you. They want to come off like they're mad at you when in reality they're just projecting with the death card up there that they're actually disappointed and sad at themselves for being so down bad or something. Or it's so weird, like it just feels like this person's defense mechanism is to attack and blame and divert, but they will never ever get to the core root of the issue. If they were to tell their friends about this and ask for advice, their friends would let them know the truth. And the truth is that honestly, you were not in the wrong. You did what had to be done, is what I'm getting. Like you put them in their place and they're overreacting, and friends would let them know that. So that's why they're keeping it to themselves with the death card, especially. They just don't want to solve the root of the problem. And with the Knave of Water, I know I just said that they're virtually, watching a lot of corn or consuming that kind of talk, like thirst traps. But with the Knave of Water, they're actively right now trying to find someone to like replace you. They're completely aware that this is toxic, that they are looking for physical qualities that you had in someone else. Hopefully their personality matches, hopefully their quirks match, which it won't. You're a unique person, it just won't with the death card. And like with the death card, it's like trying to re-impersonate beautiful creature, the best thing that they've ever had. And then with the Knave of Water, they're just settling for like dolls. I'm not saying that they're buying like sex dolls. They're definitely going to start dating and sleeping with people specifically. They're going to start sleeping with people who look like you because they want to get this frustration out. This is messy. I don't think this person's messy because they seem very self-aware of what the issue is and they're purposefully being messy. What this kind of person is, especially with their past feelings, I don't think they're a messy person at all. They're just purposefully trying to cope with what happened with you and maybe like the ending by sleeping with someone else that looks like sleeping with people though that look like you. So this next one is going to be this person's future feelings towards you. This isn't about their feelings towards you. This is about what's going to happen. I think this is an insight into the outcome. If anything, instead of this is the future feelings towards you, this is actually their future actions towards you, but they don't see it coming. And you definitely do not see this coming, but spirit sees it coming. So there's a divine card, okay? From here on out, just the present feelings towards you that I interpreted in the last pile, that's how they're going to be feeling, okay? But with the Five of Earth, Spirit's going to orchestrate where a divine event, oh, okay, whatever, where y'all meet together. With the Five of Earth, you're like down bad, to be honest. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, someone just broke your heart and you're coping with it. You just lost your job, or maybe you just hate your job. You hate your new friends. Just something about you being frustrated about your environment and you not really having any control of it. They're just gonna randomly meet you somewhere and it's divinely orchestrated. And with the Five of Earth too, they're eager to help you. I know with their intentions, they said that they just want to leave you in the past, maybe in years, they want to work it out. With the way that they're coping, it's not funny. It's not. They're just looking for you. So therefore, Spirit's gonna give them you. But you both are not gonna see it coming. Like this is y'all randomly running into your work or his work because it's not at a store or like at a party, like something like that where it would be normal for you to be down bad and for you to be showing it. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, this next pile is going to be how does society or people in general view your connection with whoever you're asking about. Yeah. I put down the two of water and I was like, "Mm, okay, like that's nice, but let's not get ahead of ourselves." And as soon as I put down this card, Spirit told me that that card was supposed to represent what the two of water spitting out. So I was like, okay, this looks pretty good. And then the twin flame card and the love yourself card is supposed to belong anywhere. Like it's like a wild card is what I was getting. Everyone knows that y'all are meant to be. Like everyone, y'all are like whatever they say, two peas in a pod. I should use a more beautiful saying than that. Not necessarily everyone's rooting for y'all to get back together. Matter of like, no one else is gonna be your other half, like how this person was. You know how I said the two of water is spinning up to pay attention to red flags? I think how other people view the situation, you are so eager to drop people for red flags or like mistakes that people make because you don't want someone toxic in your environment. But with the two of water there, y'all, it's you jumping to conclusions really quickly, and this is like a defense mechanism you have is to push away people because you assume that that's toxic and then therefore they're toxic. But in this situation you pushed away something good. Whoever saw you two together interact, y'all's parents, y'all's friends, y'all's family, like they could see you brought out a side in this person that no one has ever seen them have for someone else before or feel for someone else. And the same thing with you. And other people view it as like this was pure love. Society or people around y'all view it as like, well, it sucks that ended. Like that was a good thing. It ended over something kind of stupid or something simple. Like it wasn't one of you constantly repeating a negative behavior pattern and then therefore you have to cut them off. Like it was just this one behavior pattern or this one thing and then you cut them off. Or maybe it was vice versa. Like y'all cut each other off. And other people views the main theme of y'all's connection is to love yourself. This love yourself first card. I think that other people see it as like y'all need to still work through childhood issues and traumas to be better people in general. And that's their ultimate conclusion. It's just that because this beautiful connection didn't work out because of that, because of traumas and issues. And at this point, the way I'm seeing it too, defense mechanisms that are ruining this connection. But I mean, I'm not totally bashing y'all because you and them probably don't even know this, but this is the truth. So, this next pile is going to be what is Spirit's advice on how to handle this connection with whoever you're asking about? As soon as I put down the six of water, they told me deal with it. Spirits mad. Okay, okay. Look, when I say spirits mad at you, they're not mad. It's more of like we're disappointed in you. The six of water, spirit is disappointed in how you handled this connection. You weren't. This wasn't supposed to happen, or you were not supposed to deal with it like this. Like you're the girl on that card, and then the pig is them. And I was getting the phrase like naked and afraid, like that was them. They showed their most vulnerable side to you, and especially with the pig, you probably knew that they saw themselves as not worthy of you, being insecure about themselves. They didn't think that they don't think they're handsome or beautiful or whatever. You should have known better than to handle this connection the way you did. I think the way you handled it is how you handle other situations that stress you out and that you deem as toxic, and that's okay. But a lesson you have to learn with the six of water is that whenever it comes to love and someone you love, you don't handle them the same way you handle your friends or strangers. or your family. With a partner, it's different. In a sense, you didn't know any better. You always knew how to handle confrontation like this. But now, with the Six of Water, Spirit is telling you that you have to own up to it and be mature enough to learn how to handle this connection differently because it's going to come around. I'm saying that they're mad because it's like they hope that this pattern is not going to continue with you. With the 10 of fire, Spirit is letting you know that you made them feel like they were disgusting, like they were reprehensible, they were unworthy of you, when it's the exact opposite. They deserve you, and right now they're way beneath you and they're just not on your level. Like they're not okay right now. They really are not okay right now. And I think I'm starting to feel the feelings that they're feeling, and I feel depressed. They're like lost. I want to cry, but I'm just gonna get out of this. But I think you should be more empathetic to them and understand their behavior patterns and be with this card over here. It's saying that y'all are like opposites, but y'all mesh together so well. Y'all are opposites that attract. Their ego and sense of self-worth, it's so low and yours is so high. It's like the complete opposite. Like this is just one example. And in this case, that's the main thing Spirit is centering on that's ruining this dynamic. What they're trying to say is like get off your high horse and get down to their level. And there's nothing wrong with that because you're thinking that you're better than them when you're not at all. And if anything, you deserve them. So start humbling yourself and humble your attitude. Get it together and show kindness towards them. And since in the future that meeting is going to happen, you have time to come to terms with this. So, yeah. And I'm going to tell you the outcome right now. So, down here it says choose a new direction. The full card, I'm getting the song where it's like, somewhere under the sea, you belong next to me. Or I think that's the lyrics. It's a cute old song. I don't know why. I'm getting pretty emotional right now looking at the full card. So the outcome, you're gonna be, I think them too. Y'all are gonna be so happy to see each other and be in each other's presence. Y'all miss each other so much. In the past, their feelings towards you, and it was just seemed like pure love between you two. It's gonna respark like this in the outcome. Wow, this is so beautiful. I just want to cry even more. Oh my god. So this look for a sign is alluding to other pile, no what pile, where it talked about you jumping and harping on red flags. And the look for a sign, this is you having a more positive outlook. I don't know why. I'm getting for now. Maybe this pattern might come back where you harp on the red flags, but you didn't forgive the red flags. You you're just trying to look at the positive. And with the trust in the Knight of Air, this connects back with in the beginning when I asked their intentions, I believe. There was the Knight of Earth and they were hurt. But now this is him. I'm saying him. So with the trust in the Knight of Air, they feel so complete with you. They feel like they've won a prize. Like you're like their queen. You're so special to them. You're so happy that they're with you and everything's okay. But it's so odd with the new choose a new direction. I got the phrase I need to go. And it's him telling you that. I don't think he's gonna openly tell you at first in this outcome, but I think he's gonna end up leaving you behind. This isn't in a bad way. It's like they want to stop talking with you again. They want to separate themselves from you again because they want to like work on themselves or they want to improve their career. They want to come back to you, right? Because they don't feel on your level right now, like at this time of life. So maybe in like a few years they want to come back to you and then continue it then. Like they want to put this connection on pause. And I'm just warning you about that because I don't think you see it coming. But they've always known, like ever since they saw you with outcome, like yes, like they love to be with you, but this is in the back of their mind. And I think they're gonna drop this connection for now, like put it on pause. That's their intention at this point in the outcome. So yeah, I mean, oh my god, this was so gorgeous. This was so pretty. Hope you have a great day or night. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Bye. Hello to those who are going to be choosing part 3. Let's get started. So, this is going to be their intentions towards you. Oh, I'm so bad at that accent. So, from the shitty camera angle, you cannot see, but this says gather more info. With the Ask Angels and the Five of Earth, I'm getting that they want to harness your power. But then I looked down to the sun and they were like, I want to harness that booty. This person wants you real, real bad. So bad, they probably pray about it at night. I know and from the start, I started like, I was talking to accent, I was just being all jokey. I guess I'm a funny person, but whenever it comes to these readings, I'm never like that. I think this person's just really funny. I don't know if this person takes religion seriously or not, or prayer seriously, but even if they didn't, they would still at night fake praying to God that he wants that ass. But it's a joke. Or if he or she were to actually pray, they would joke around and ask you about to get you or to attract you. They're really mesmerized, and I'm getting a really possessive energy from this person with the Five of Earth. Like they want to have you. But with the sun, like your energy is really fleeting. Like it's really hard to dominate you, like in their perspective. I don't know if this person knows you or not, but that's the way your actions are, what they've heard about from you from other people too. It's hard to tie you down, and they're more than willing to take on the challenge of that. And whenever I looked at the reconsider card, I got like they want you to reconsider your sexuality. This could mean that, you know, gays. They want you to become not straight. Another thing is the type that you always go for, they're not your type. They assume or they know that, or there's like an age difference or just something with the Five of Earth where you would never look at them or you would never consider them as an option. But with the reconsider, it's like they want you to know that they're available, that they're really open to you, and they really hope that one day you'll look at them and see them differently and want them just like how they want you. Wow, this was really intense. But the reason why my energy does not feel heavy from the amount of intenseness this person feels towards you or their intentions towards you is because they're so funny. So, like, I'm not expressing to you the amount of jokes that they're making. Down here is to gather more info, but it's aligning with the reconsider. So, their intentions towards you also is like how I mentioned, and they have to reconsider their approach towards you. They have to reconsider the information they even attained about you. They want to learn more about you. This person wants to know about your childhood. This person wants to know about your past. This person wants to know about your likes, your hobbies, your quirks, just everything about you. This, with a great consider, it's not coming from, okay, this is, they have sexual desire. Like, they really do, like, want you. They want to dominate you, like, all this stuff. But with this gather more info, it just sounds, what kind of person wants to want someone for their body and then want to know more and more and more and more about them, like really, really in depth? It's because they like you. This person has a huge crush on you. It's so big, so massive. Oh, this person is so funny. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, and this next pile is going to be on what is this person's obstacles and or challenges whenever it comes to their feelings towards you. As soon as I looked at the Gemini card, there's this song by this guy named Stage the Gemini, and it was made a while ago, and it's called Now and Later. That song, y'all should listen to. First off, it's a catchy song. Second, it's definitely the kind of vibes that this person gives off, especially if you don't know them. It's not like a serious song. It's not a hypersexual song. It's just really, it's like a playful the lyric. You can get this now and later, now and later. You can get this now. And later. I'm hyper fixating like on the mini, so I was getting like a mini skirt, mini dress, and their obstacle, honestly. They're super funny, especially with this card coming out. They're really socially savvy. They know how to set up situations to where you are going to be forced to talk to them or forced to acknowledge them. They set up situations to where you hear about them. And the point is, this person has a lot of confidence, but with the mini, you're so freaking gorgeous. You're so like sexy and alluring, and that's the obstacle. Like the because they want to get you. They want to take off whatever you're wearing, but they have to find a way to get you to take off your clothes. But with the mini, I think that you show your skin, or you definitely wear tight clothing, and so it really stirs up their sexual desires. You're not getting the hint. They have to use their social savviness to gently allure you to them, putting out bait, and they just want to lure you in. But it's hard because I don't think you're taking it so far. Okay, so this is going to be this person's conscious and subconscious influences that are affecting their feelings towards you. There's so much sexual imagery. I feel bad. Okay, with the High Priestess in reverse, it's like a mother figure yelling at them or them constantly hearing the mother figure's complaints. So I'm not surprised if they live at their parents' home or the grandparent, whatever female figure's home. But this feels like platonic, but this feels like them constantly nagging at them. This could also manifest in maybe their mother figure passed away. You know, like childhood trauma, like their critiques are constantly behind in the back of your head and they're constantly fueling you, but in a way it's kind of bad where it's coming from the way that you're being fueled because you're being fueled by your mother's critiques rather than fueling yourself because you're passionate. You know, you just want to prove yourself to your dead mother. Like that's another example. Just basically their mother figure is or was really hard on them and it still leaves a big impact on them to this day. And with the three of earth, I think that this mother figure does not approve of any person your person brings back home or does not approve of the lifestyle maybe your person's living. So that could be this your person could often sleep around their mother or the like the ghost living in their mind of their mother is constantly like yelling at them for doing that. But with the three of earth, it seems like this person and how their mother views it, it's very I'm saying mother, it could be just a mother figure, but lives a very unconventional lifestyle. But to be honest, I think that they're just like living wild and free, you know, young, wild, free. And their mother just doesn't like that. They want them to follow traditional values. And this is why that's being brought up because whenever it comes to relationships, this person consciously, because their mother and the mother's words unconsciously affect them, and therefore it affects their love life, in that they consciously look for people who are the complete opposite of their mother figure. So with the Queen of Water, it's just someone who's nurturing, kind, and submissive. They really love like submissive and like dominant play whenever it comes to sexy time. And you see, just look how complete opposite the Queen of Water is to the High Priestess. Like the High Priestess, she's a nun and she's all dressed up and she's all clothed up. That's probably how the mother is. They're dressed very conservatively, but they want someone who everyone wants. They want someone who wears tight clothes. Like I think that you just fit in with their ideal type. Like someone who wears tight clothes, or someone who shows their skin often, and someone who's like down to earth and nurturing. I was getting down to, FUCK, but this person might have a high sex drive. Kind of went all to shit with the Five of Water. Like the vibe just went down because mm, you're a person you're asking about is always seeking for a Queen of Water. I think they have a version of someone in their head that's like a Queen of Water. I don't think it's physical characteristics, I think it's like attributes. And whenever they think someone could align with that, they see it as they always find a way to F it up. And spirit says that that's right. They always end up effing up their opportunities with their relationships. And I think with the Five of Water, it's they're always seeking for someone so submissive because they're so dominant, and they end up like drowning them. Like they end up being too dominant where it hurts their partner's feelings, and the partner ends up leaving because they're too mean. So I think your person's still trying to learn. This doesn't feel like anger. This just feels like tame their pettiness and their jealousy. That's their issue there. I think they're still kind of immature and young. They still are seeking out suitors and blah blah. Sorry, I got cut off there. I don't know what I was saying. Just give me like immature vibes, but not in a bad way, because like this person's really funny, but like someone who's in their 20s or in their teens. All right, so right now I'm about to read to you in the past. How did this person feel about you? Getting this section of a song where this guy is rapping and he's like, it goes down in the DMs, it goes down, it goes down. And it's interesting how y'all got the stars and the moon. This bottom portion is representing you, and I assume how they perceived you. And over here on the top, these top four is showing them and how they felt towards you in the past. So with the Knight of Earth, they view you as someone like really gentle in their mind, like a divine feminine. Their ideal type isn't someone necessarily who has exact divine feminine values, but you embodied the right ones that they wanted. And you also had the perfect balance of other attributes that others wouldn't contribute to a divine feminine, and they just found this so like sexy of you. With the Knight of Earth, I honestly think that they were not physically attracted. Yes, right now, like they want to do it with you like a lot, like they're really sexually attracted to you. But with the Knight of Earth, what attracted you to them was your personality, not your body, or not the clothes you were wearing. And the way you were handling others, I think you were dealing with other people, just the way you hold yourself, your personality, the way you speak. I'm exaggerating because they're really funny, but they're just like, I just fell in love on side, but what they're trying to say, like what they actually mean by that is they just fell for you then, this is when that crush started, when they saw you. And with the Knight of Earth, I don't think you were being too kind, I don't think you're very like passive or submissive. Like I think you just got your own spunk to you, you know, and that's how they wanted you to treat them like that so bad. Maybe you're not picture perfect person someone would want to settle down with, but to them you were like perfect, like you just fit in with their ideal type, like y'all are an ideal match. So they already made that assumption there. But the issue was with the rebel because F it card. Now I'm gonna go back to that later because I think I have to start interpreting them. Them talking about the first time they met you. So with the chemistry and the stop talking, shut your mouth and listen, I think you were around other people, okay? And they were observing you. They were kind of like pissed off because they were in a situation where not only other people were talking, but I think they were doing like tasks where they were away from you and they just wanted to listen and observe you and they weren't allowed the luxury of that. The first time they saw you and they started becoming attracted to you, it wasn't sexual attraction at all. It was just your personality just reeled them in. They thought that y'all could be so like compatible, but this is like we can be like platonically compatible. They didn't see this. They didn't immediately have like a crush on you. So you know how I said before, like, oh wow, it was like love at first sight, or like I was just joking. Them looking back on it now, they see it like that. But honestly, in that moment, they were not feeling like romantic feelings towards you. They just really wanted to observe someone like you. But after that interaction, from then on out, it moves to the right side, which is not the right time, and the stars card. And to them, they kept on looking for you. They kept on looking for you in places they assumed that you would be at, even if you weren't even there. Like it would be like a hit or miss, but then not the right time. They didn't take action towards you. They just kept on wanting to observe you, and in a way, you can say this is like obsessive. But I think they were just infatuated by you, and they just loved seeing you interact with other people. Yeah, so this does not feel sexual at all in the past. Like their feelings towards you. I feel like this is someone who has a crush on someone, but they don't really acknowledge that they have a crush. They just want to constantly see them and absorb their energy and just be in their presence. But they could see, and now I'm moving down to you, which is the rebel because F it, the moon and the ten of water. You would observe them staring at you or just noticing you in general, but you could care less, honestly. I think you just made it so obvious that you didn't care about them. You weren't interested in getting to know them, but they assumed that you could see that they were like a fan of yours in a sense. Their infatuation with you, that you could just see it like right on their face. I don't think this person gave a F. They just stared at you, even if you stared at them back. Like they just kept on staring. And then with the tin of water, it's like, like one of my many admirers. Like I don't care. I'm just gonna leave. Like I don't. I just don't care. I just keep on getting like you just don't care. That's the way they thought of you at that time. So now I'm gonna end up showing you how they presently feel towards you. So the let go and the you deserve is talking about their feelings, and with the strength card, that's how they're seeing you at this moment right now. This feels more up close and personal now. Before they were observing you from a distance, but maybe they ended up becoming friends with your friends so that way they can be closer to you, so they could admire you closer. They just found some way to get in your circle somehow. And the reason why I'm saying that because now a different personality is coming out from you now, and it just feels more of your party aspect. Like you're more wild. I'm seeing someone twerking, just having a lot of fun, like being really extroverted, outgoing with the people that you're around, and they're seeing this up close and personal side of you. And their feelings towards you right now is let go of him and come towards me. Like you can get a piece of this ass. Oh my God. God, this person's like really, really jealous. So, yes, I told you that they had jealousy issues, but I feel like this is kind of normal, like they have a massive crush on you. They don't like to see you flirting in general with people or you being overly comfortable with people. Let's say you're a straight woman and you're like being really touchy with your female friend and like they don't like that. It's not them trying to be controlling, it's them being like you should be doing that to me. They shouldn't be doing that to them. In their mind, they're not objectifying you, that's my point. Or they're not seeing you as like a yeah, like a thing. You can just do that to me, so just come do that to me like but I don't see them saying this to you. The only difference is that in their proximity, they're closer to you now, but they haven't made the move yet. But yeah, their eyes are all on you. The laser focused on you, and they're determined to get you. I'm just letting you know. So this next pile is gonna be in the future. What is their feelings gonna be towards you? Okay, so with the seven of water, that's them observing you, right? But I'm feeling what they're feeling. So in the future, their feelings towards you, them now planning to take action. Because before they never did. They just had all these feelings to themselves, and now it's them planning. Now I'll see if they're going to, but like their hearts are racing and they're just blushing and you're just so oblivious to it. That's how they see it. And also with the seven of water, I'm hearing words to where it's alluding that they're trying to get their friends to help them, at least hype them up, or like talk with you and put you in a scenario where you have to talk with them. Seven of water, that's not their plan. They don't just want you to talk with them. They want to put a big bang, like make a huge impact on you. Not necessarily for you to talk with them, but for you to completely notice them and see them as like, ooh, like I should go after that. I should. They want to attract you. So this is the closest probably they'll ever get to making a move on you is by putting things in motion to where you just can't resist and you have to talk with them. Okay, so in the future, I told you, they have a plan. And with the eight of air and the cancer and the big happy changes, so you see, like you're running, but you're not running from the Indian guy in the back. You're just running because, like, you're a really flighty person, like how you were representing in the Sun card. It's really hard to tie you down, but with the Eight of Air, it's him like, hey, pile three, and then you turn around like, oh, what? And he tackles you with like a hug. But with the Cancer, it's a success. Like, whatever this quote unquote trap was, whatever this plan was, because you laugh about it, like, and you actually start getting to know them and you start becoming interested in them. So their plan was a success. So yeah, they're probably really happy about that. Oh, that's so cute. This next pile is going to be how others and or society views your connection with whoever you're asking about. With the past life in reverse, these people have no idea, society has no idea that y'all even know each other. They think there's absolutely no connection because y'all have never talked before. They just have no idea of it. It would surprise everyone, everyone's shook that y'all even talk, y'all even interact. It just feels with the past life in reverse like it's just random. So yeah, that was it. And this next pile is going to be Spirit's advice on how you should handle this connection with whoever you're asking about. I know it's really oddly specific that I pick and choose which body parts I want to cover, but I don't know. Yeah. With the okay, sorry, that was weird. With the Empress card, they're telling you you need to fuck whoever you're asking about right now. That's so. Yeah, they're really recommending, advising you to sleep with this person constantly, not just one time. Okay, so that was the advice that came right out right? But now that I'm interpreting the Empress card, it goes like this. This person, oh, dude, it has a lot of sexual attraction towards you. Is a funny person. I'm sure they have a bunch of like positive qualities, but they're so freaking like shy and nervous because they like you so much. They have a huge crush on you. Spirit sees as this is a great activity to break down their walls. With the Empress card, whenever you do this, I think it's going to surprise you that this person is actually a really dominant person by nature. Not only do they temper themselves to make you like them, like they're trying to act in a way, especially in bed, that they think you like being the dominant one, or they don't like talking over you, or they like to be the nice person, the nice guy, the nice girl. You would be shocked to know, yeah, that they're a dominant person, and you need to bring this side out of them. But in order to do that, you need to sleep with them, or not that you need to. They advise you to. But with the Empress, it's a major arcana card. I think that you're gonna naturally want to actually sleep with them. I think in your eyes, it's like, why are you so nervous? Like, why are you so shy? Like, I'm not shy. You shouldn't be shy, but it's because they like you so much. Okay, this isn't Spirit's advice towards you necessarily. I think Spirit is simply throwing it out there, a possible outcome if you were to continue to sleep with this person and further on this connection. So, with the priest, this sounds very gold diggery. Gold diggery. What is that? Sorry. It's like you giving your kitty away to them, like you keep on giving it to them. The more you do that, the deeper you are to a deep, like a really strong commitment with them. You're going to end up finding out, like you're gonna marry into money if you end up marrying them. They have a lot of assets. They're really well off, especially with them showing up here now. Like they're both matching. I don't know if you realize how much money they make. Or maybe in the next few years, they're going to go into a profession that's really going to take off and give them a lot of financial abundance. And if you further on this connection, sleeping with them and stuff. By the way, this seems consensual. Like I don't think you're gonna feel forced. I'm sure Spirit wouldn't advise you to participate in gold digger behavior. I'm sure you're gonna actually like this person. With the two cups in reverse, because you're kind of marrying into money. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Like you have to put on a certain image to society. You seem like you have a free nature. Like you don't like being tied down. And the issue isn't this person at all. The issue is you needing to conform in a sense to society standards. So like you maybe having to wear more conservative clothing. You know how I said like their mother was conservative, you having to follow certain traditional values in front of people. And the thing is that this person accepts you for who you are. So with the two water in reverse, they don't want you to do whatever you don't want to do, and they really don't want you to conform to this society. It's just whenever you're in front of important people, you have to play a certain image, and that's kind of what's expected of you. But you don't like it, and they know you don't like it. But with the two water, that's like the biggest downside to this connection. That's gonna be you're gonna get a lot of money out of them. You're not gold digger, I swear. But with the two water, it's in turn you have to kind of conform to society, and I don't think you like that at all. But just know at home they don't expect you to follow society's rules, and you can be yourself with them. You seem very comfortable with them, like y'all are best friends. I was getting best buddies, so it just seems like a really cute, pure connection. I think that the longer this goes, okay, so with the Empress, it starts off like sexual desire, sexual passions, but the longer this connection goes, y'all are going to be emotionally like indebted to each other, but this feels like a huge like loyalty. And y'all treat y'all's relationship like an asset. I don't think you mind this person is a business person, let's say, or a doctor, they make a lot of money, so you have to sign a prenup before y'all get married. Like you definitely don't mind that at all. Like I don't think you care about the concept of marriage. So you don't care about the concept of like a prenup. Like, you just don't care. You just want to be free. You really wouldn't want to settle down, or you really wouldn't want to get married because as long as you're my partner, it's always going to be like that. Why would we need a contract? But in order to keep them, you gotta conform. You gotta sign that contract. You gotta do this and that. I think it's going to be worth it. That's my point. It's going to be worth it to have this person in your life. Wow, that was really long. Okay, so now the last one is going to be the outcome of this connection that you're going to have with this person. This is giving me the outcome, but this isn't in a year or two. This is, I think, whenever y'all are settled down and y'all are married. These two cards, I'm so getting the song Pillow Talk by Zayn Malik. It's so weird in this section. It's like a secret. So this card is them, this card is you, and I think this is another person. I think this person gonna start seeing someone else behind your back. This person that they're gonna be having, let's be real, I keep on wanting to avoid the word affair. Whoever this other person is, they're being complicit, is fulfilling whoever you're asking about their needs because you can't fulfill them anymore. And with the Aries there, and it's matching your color of ink, so it's like it's the young vibrancy, the person that you were whenever you were young that attracted them is what's going to attract this person. Your person towards them. They just want like a younger version of you. What an asshole. They just want a younger version of you. But with the get sleep, I think you're not satisfying your needs, not because like you're old or something. It's because like you're just busy. And the song Pillow Talk is continuing over here with the Release Your Ex, and now I'm feeling my crown chakra really, it's bubbling up there. And I got the lyric reckless misbehavior. Like my stomach's hurting right now. I think this is how they're gonna feel once you find out. You're gonna find out with the Release Your Ex. It's just so weird. You're gonna find out, and they're gonna be like devastated. Like I feel like throwing up right now, and I'm like getting like really antsy. But this is them, and this is you, okay? And you're coming up with a success because you're acting to them like about time this happened, so now we're gonna have an open relationship because you did that. They're binded to you, so like they're touching you, so like they have to agree with it, but they hate it. And with the finances and career, you end up having an affair with someone else. But it doesn't look like multiple people. It just seems like one other person, because since they did you wrong with one person, you're going to do them wrong with someone else. But the thing is that with the Aries person, this was someone who, no offense to them, but like they had no status, and they were probably like a student of theirs, an intern of theirs. Do you see that bug? What in the world? But with you, you're gonna consensually, like, they're gonna have to agree to you cheating on them with someone of your choice, but your choice is gonna be someone who is like, you're gonna hit at their insecurities. Like, they're gonna be richer than them, they're gonna be more built than them, they're gonna have all the qualities that your person lacks. And with the finances and career, with the Aries, it was kind of seems like doing it for like a fling, like for their desires to be fulfilled. But with the finances and career, you're going to milk it out. So this is you going on multiple dates with whoever this person is, and it's tearing your person apart. Like it's making them feel so insecure and like jealous and all these feelings, but they have to go with it because you said that however many times you slept with the Aries person, I'm going to sleep with them. But you're drawing it out on purpose by going on multiple dates with them and with you on top. To be honest, it just seems like you have the upper hand. This is so odd. What a odd outcome. It was going so great. Anyways, I feel like I had to ask you. So I'm gonna pull out two different cards and I'm gonna ask Spirit if this relationship is gonna last. I'm gonna ask Spirit if this is like the person you're meant to be with forever. There you go. So I'm gonna do two different cards. Okay, so this is gonna be pile one. Yes, yes, this is your lifetime partner. You're meant to stay with them like forever. You both are consensually in this relationship. With the Nine of Fire, I think that's the last time they're going to cheat on you. And with the Nine of Fire, it just seems like it was like a slip up in their judgment in that, you know how we said, because you still look busy. I mean, like, look, you got books too. Like, you seem like a go-getter person. You got things going on for you, and they acknowledge that they were immature and unwilling to try to compromise solutions for their sexual desires, like so that way you could fulfill them. So what that means is like they wanted to do it all the time. Okay, they wanted to do it every single day, but you would come home tired often and you could only do it for 2 days. But now they're willing to compromise, like, okay, like I'll accept those 2 days, but can you send me like nudes or can we record videos so that way I can like look at them? But this is them 100% totally loyal and committed to you. Like from here on out, I think it was a lapse in their judgment, and even whenever they were sleeping with the other person, it was like a slip up. They purposefully got someone who they probably looked like you, but mainly like what attracted them to you was their personality. So like their personality was exactly like yours. In a sense, they were trying their best to sleep with you, but it wasn't. It was with someone else. It's a messed up kind of mentality, but they now can see with the Nine of Fire that I was just being immature. I wasn't considering my marriage, and I need to do better from here on out, and I'm never going to do that again. And honestly, with the Nine of Fire, they are going to stick with that promise. They're never going to do that again. It's not like you don't satisfy them. It was just whenever you're busy and stuff, they can't expect for you to always give them oral or always just be like a sex doll, you know? They have to get it together. And they did get it together. They are going to get it together. So this is the second pile. So the second pile, Six of Water, y'all are not meant to be each other's lifetime partners in this life. Y'all are meant to go on y'all separate ways. But with the Six of Water, whenever this cheating thing happens, I think that yes, you're going to sleep with someone else, do it in front of them. But you know how I said it was an agreement? In your case, it wasn't an agreement. So, like, you purposefully, first off, I think you probably divorced them or you broke up with them, whatever. And then once you did that, you purposefully targeted someone better and you flaunted it in front of them and they're like in misery without you. But it's a lesson they have to learn, and you're not meant to go back with them. Wow. So that was it. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a good day or night. Isn't it funny how like 9 and 6 like they marry each other? And this was a yes and a no. Okay, anyways. Bye.